Yeah, we travel around a lot today. It's actually been a couple of days between me recording this and sitting down to talk about it, so I've had a busy week. Okay, I've had a busy couple of days. It happens. You all know that. Now, this is one of the problems that you have in this game. We've seen it earlier. Look, there he is, trapped in the floor. Usually, if you take something, you move it out of the way, and then once he moves, you put it back, and there he goes. Now, because my armor is clearly beat up a little bit, and I'm carting around a couple of legendary pieces of this, that, and the other thing, we are going to head back to Sanctuary to unload and repair, which we do a lot in this game. So here we go.
Hey, I'm all ears. What's mine is yours, Mum.
Had quite a few coffee tins on him, didn't he? He can keep his bowler. Alright, let's ditch the coffee tins. I don't think there's any cooking oil in there. Yeah, just the coffee tins. There's probably... Yeah, there it is. Yeah, there was an espresso tin in there too. Alright, let's dump the rest. Yeah, let's get rid of these. Should have dumped them when I was still down at the Mechanist's lair. Alright. We come up here and we get rid of stuff. This is weapons, so we've got that exterminator's radium rifle. Yeah, the other thing can just go in the regular one. Okay, and we've got a couple of... I did it again. I hate when I do that. Alright. Yep, don't need that. And we don't need that. The bit I got from a rad roach. Legendary red roach running around with a piece of legendary armor. Alright, so where's Cotsworth at?
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, how are you? I don't think he went past me, but I don't see him anywhere. Let's take a quick look. I don't see anybody down here, so... I'll just have to assume he's somewhere. Oh, there he is. Okay, we're good. Now let's get rid of this other stuff. Yeah, we don't need mines. We don't need the maximum capacity huge napalmer. And we can... not that. We don't need this. We don't need the dog armor. Don't need those. Alright, how much of this stuff can I get rid of? Don't need the corn, don't need the cram. Prydwen. And let's keep going. There's got to be more. Dirty water, donut mix, fury, Instamash, irradiated blood, Mirelurk meat, mongrel dog meat, mutant hound meat, mute fruit. Yeah, let's dump the Nuka Cola. That's like 6 pounds right there. Dump the radroach meat, the rad scorpion meat, salt beans. We want the Vim quartz. We made the Vim quartz just in case. Okay, so now let's fix our armor.
Oh, very clever.
The amount of resources I just consumed rebuilding this armor. It'd be nice that if you are like only 50% burned out on your armor, you only used 50% of the material. But it doesn't work that way, does it? And there we go. Bunker Hill.
Sad this level of security is necessary these days. So long locked doors.
Alright, well, it's got all this security, but it's got no defense, so we need to do something about that. And I come up here because this is like a really good place to put, sort of. But I would like to have it up above the top of the scaffolding. And I don't remember where those things were that I used at the Isle of Refreshment. Those odd little bags or whatever they were. And I'm still not finding them, so I do have this. Put that Minuteman flagpole there just to, since Kessler had such glowing words for the Minutemen, I'll stick one of their flagpoles in her settlement. Well, try to see if maybe I can snap something on top of that, but it's scaffolding, but I can't do anything with it. So it's not scaffolding. Scaffolding is scaffolding. It's not scaffolding you can modify. So instead, we'll just put another piece of scaffolding next to it, and we'll pop a turret up on it. And we'll come over here and we'll pop another turret in. That thing seems kind of flat. Now we've got 2 turrets guarding the front door. We need something here at the side. And while I'm doing this, there's something going on outside. They don't appear to be doing anything in here, and only now did Tesla get out and do anything, so I decided we're going to just put one big turret, one turret way up in the air. Apparently it wasn't enough to catch the turret's attention. I guess it was over. That may have been my provisioner for the location. Alright, well, let's go around. Kessler doesn't have anything to say.
Go.
A railroad heavy. Why is there still a railroad heavy here?
Pick anything good?
Damn, that was scary.
This could be useful for something, you would think. And we walk around the side, and there's still a railroad heavy here. I have a feeling this was somebody who didn't die during the Battle of Bunker Hill, and the game just doesn't know what to do with them. So they just roam around outside the whole time. It's about the only thing I can think of, anyway. Sometimes if things don't go exactly the way the game predicts, it gets a little confused. Okay, well, there doesn't seem to be anything going on outside now. So... yeah, I didn't get to check past the truck. Okay. So we've checked everything. It seems to be okay. Finally gonna go back to work. Meg, you're too young to be smoking. Stop it. Okay. 56 food and 50 water is a indication that those accursed water pumps are in here, so we're going to have to compensate for that stupidity. Just wanted to see what's going on here. The reason being is that I have to find a place for a generator. Where would be a good place for a generator? See, I like my generators to have some degree of protection. So putting it within the confines of this place strikes me as a reasonable idea. Alright. I don't know if anybody is ever actually here anyway. So we're going to assume nobody ever takes that stand anyhow. Alright, yep, there's one of them. Cinder blocks. Damaged panel. Basically trash. Alright. None of these shacks look very good. All of these shacks look like shacks. So there's the other one, but before I get rid of it, I need to get some water going. So I need to find a place for the water pump. It would probably be better to put it near the generator. But first of all, we need to run the power from the generator. Can I get here? Okay. Alright, so we've got power up now. Let's come across this opening. Alright, so we've spanned the opening, and now we're here, and there's a nice chunk of dirt right there. So we'll move this to here. And I see they're fighting again. Why can't you people get along? Alright, so there's that. Alright, we have actual water now. Not imaginary water created by the outrageous water pumps. So where's the other one hiding at? I'm going to take more food away from him. I should probably prepare additional food for them. Okay, Meg is not doing anything. Unfortunately, apparently, Meg will never do anything. She appears to be unassignable. So not only is she an NPC, she's a useless NPC. Go figure. Put in one of these things. Not the best place for it, but it'll do for now. And if we look, yeah, see, there's nobody unemployed. And the caravan workers come and go, so they're like the fake people in my Sim Settlements places. Visitors. Alright, we have 10 water, 6 food, 6 people. I forgot how many beds there were, but we're getting kind of low on that. And so I'm going to have to get another person over here so I can get more food going. But that's okay. I can, in our next episode, I can go to Nuka World and send somebody from Nuka World over here to take care of that place, to be a farmer. Probably have to come up with a bed sometime. Interesting little area. But I'm looking for this. Every gameplay, I always have trouble figuring out where this place is.
There we go.
I'm surprised to see anyone reading a book anymore.
Now I can make a ridiculously silly hairstyle. Hopefully. There were apparently originally 5 of those planned. They actually only put 2 of them out in the world. 5 of them, 5 different hairstyles. But apparently, if you collect both of them, the other one is at Fallon's, the big store with all of the super mutants. If you find that and you collect that one, you can also get a 3rd hairstyle. If you've got 2, you get 2, get 1 for free. What is it? This one was the Hornet's Nest, which is a take on a beehive. The other one, I guess, is the Atom Bomb or
Sweet.
Megaton hair, I guess. It gives you an even ridiculously more poofy thing than the Hornet's Nest does. And the other one is a more military style. It's a high and tight kind of thing. I forget what it's called. It's got a military sounding name to it. But yeah, one of the things is there's a lot of useful little oddities back here. Just hope I managed to get everything. I don't need... It's got concrete, but I've just bought tons of concrete. I really don't want to carry it all across the Commonwealth, because I have a bad habit of forgetting to unload stuff until the game starts complaining that I'm overburdened. So if I... When I first started watching the playthroughs, it always boggled my mind. It's like, Oxhorn, there's all of this stuff lying around. Why are you ignoring it? And it's like, now I understand completely why he is ignoring it, because it's just, sometimes there's just too much of it. So, oh well. I think we got most of the goodies here. And I think most of these goodies will... Yeah, we want to stay away from there. I don't really want to do that one yet. There I am, pushing the wrong button again. Alright, since I think I have enough junk... Yep, we're gonna pop down here. And here we are at the BOS Annex.
My back hurts, my feet hurt, everything hurts.
And there's the cat, keeping our admin officer happy, or company. Let's park the armor. And let's see. I should be able to. Scroll on down. Scroll on down. There, I can make some reactor coolant. I can make one reactor coolant, but it's better than nothing. Alright. I probably could have added one more. Yeah. Could have added a half. See, that's the problem. And that's a problem we'll have later on. Sometimes it would be nice if you could do halves. You know, a half wall, a half roof, a half this, a half that. And, you know, there's a lot of places where you get the half roofs and the half walls and the half floors. You get half floors with the barn setup. You don't get half walls. Well, you don't really get half walls. That you'll see when we start playing through Will's playthrough, because when we start trying to put up a house there at Ten Pines Bluff, I really need a half wall to glitch in, and I don't have them. All you have is half destroyed walls, so you make do with what you can. And all of that helped distract you from the fact that I was scrolling through my inventory to see if I had a viable blood samples.
Next time you run it up, how about you invite your brothers and sisters to the party?
Yeah. Too many cooks spoil the broth.
Ah, Sentinel. You have technical documents, perhaps? Or looking to assist on a research patrol?
I found some technical documents for you.
Splendid. I'll put them to use right away. Here are the caps that I promised. Remember,
Skip.
The Commonwealth. Check every building.
Skip.
What is it, friend?
What is it, friend?
Never expected the Minutemen would be capable of taking out the Institute.
Sounds like the water boy.
Minutemen took down the Institute? They're more resourceful than I thought.
I could still use that reactor coolant. Do you have any?
Here you go.
Yep, here you go.
Looks like the right mixture. This is exactly what we needed. Here you go. This should cover your acquisition costs. Thanks again for helping us out, Sentinel. The entire...
And just like that, the Institute was gone in a puff of smoke.
More than
Next to the Minutemen.
puff of smoke. There's a great big nuclear explosion that took out a big chunk of Cambridge again. Okay, it took out a big chunk of CIT. Didn't really take out a lot of Cambridge.
It should have been the Brotherhood dealing the final blow to the Institute.
You're not Scribe Nariah. Where's Scribe Nariah?
Have you collected any blood samples, Sentinel?
Yes.
Yes. Here you go.
I never thought I'd be so happy to see tiny vials of blood. Thank you. Here's some caps for the trouble.
Scribe Nariah,
Have you collected any blood samples, Sentinel?
have you synthesized any more of the X-111 compound?
You're in luck. I just finished
Finally.
synthesizing some earlier today. Remember, keep bringing me blood samples, and I'll keep making the compound.
Not exactly sure what the relationship is to blood samples and compound.
Not sure I like the idea of the Minutemen having so much firepower.
Yeah, well, You're lucky I'm here.
Next time you're running off, how about you invite your brothers and sisters to the party? If it looks dead, put one more in its head for good measure. Why take the chance?
Well, at least that guy wasn't whining.
My experience, hotshots and big mouths end up with closed casket funerals.
Ah, more practical advice instead of whining. I can dig that. And really, you people should be glad I'm here. Otherwise, other people would be battling you. And what can we see from above? Ah, doesn't that look nice? It's like a nice little place to stay. And if I didn't have Codsworth behind me, I'd have just jumped off. But I'll do this. And the big reason why we're coming here is I forgot to drop off that one uniform. Here's my people. And there's one of my kids eating. They're walking down. Here they are chilling out on their chairs. All right. That's what I wanted to see. That's a lived-in looking place. It looks like a place where people are actually living, doing stuff. That's good. Yeah, I'm looking for lab coats. There's no lab coat here. Maybe if there had been a lab coat, I could have went up to the Jamaica Plains and dropped it off there, but there isn't, I didn't, and we don't. I like the look of this place. I really do. Oh yeah, this looks good. I am very pleased with the way that turned out. I just am. I mean, you know, it sounds weird, but, you know, things like that, I love it when a plan comes together. This one, on the other hand, yeah. Here we are fast forwarding through for the day. I don't know why she's floating in the air halfway up the stairs, but, you know, whatever. And sometimes you need a place to start these. So we'll come here and we'll start it there. We'll take it up, and we'll come below it, and it'll snap in, and we go down. And there we have a support. So at least that part of it isn't floating anymore. But yeah, it really does seem to need the bit up above it in order to come down below. And yes, there's a lot of this underneath, so... And what's nice is it will actually go up through the next floor. So, you know, that works out conveniently. And you just take them up as high as you need them to go. And that misses the building. It's pretty close, but it does miss the building. And in theory, I could put like extra levels there. And there's still a few more that I need to put in, but we don't have to worry about that now. Now, I have been worried about this. I'm thinking that I've got it too far to this direction, because what happens is the edge of the settlement boundary, actually, as you can see, as I'm standing on the outer edge of this piece, that I look down and the border is red, which means it's beyond the edge of the settlement. Now, it allowed me to put those 3 walls up there, so that's good. It lets me put one in, but I can't put that in no matter how hard I try. So that one is past the edge of the settlement. So I need to move it, which means I need to shrink it a block. I was, in my mind, thinking of different ways where I could half step it over And I probably could do it, but I would have to have like a order where everything got half-stepped, which I could do. But for now, we're just going to do it this way, because this will be another 4 apartments for people to live in. Now, along here, this first part is going to be... I used the wrong floors here. I mean, I don't have to use the big concrete ones, but I want it to be consistent. I mean, if you look at it from a distance, I want you to see this big solid slab of concrete holding this little city up here. So what we've got going on here is going to be a... we're going to put a barber shop in. So we'll have a barber chair, and then we'll have a doctor's office, and either a surgery chair or a faux raptor or something like that. And then somewhere back in here, how far back can I go? Yeah, see, you can go fairly far back. But back here, we'll put the powerhouse. And I'm sitting here going on with this, not realizing just how late it's getting. But we're going 4x, so it's not taking a lot of real time in it, so you're okay. And here's where I finally decided to maybe call it a night. I'm going to go ahead and put this up first. And it's at this point that I'm noticing that I'm going to have to do a size glitch, aren't I? Because it's getting real close. So we may do that the first thing in the next episode before we basically will be heading over to Nuka World. And one of these days I'm just going to have to pick a day and spend the whole day doing this, finishing it up. Because I have spent a lot, there's a lot of footage of me doing this. I'm wondering where Codsworth is now. It's like usually he can make it up here, but he's not here yet. So I'm wondering if there's a problem since I put the poles in. That is a little weird there, isn't it? Well, I'll have planters above it. So... okay, there he is. He's slowly figuring it out. Yeah, I think it's the support poles are giving him some grief. And if they're giving him grief, they'll give other settlers grief, so it'll be something I'll have to fix eventually. But not now. It's late. I've been too long, and we're going to call it a night. Thanks for watching. Bye now.